We are live. We have our student Dahlia with us today. So excited for Dahlia to be here. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much, Heather. Always an honor to be here.
Awesome. So Dahlia is one of our rockstar students inside of our Elite Nurse to Coach Academy. And we are just really excited to hear about her story and everything that she's working on. So we're just excited to have you here. So we'd love to hear and have you start out by letting us know a little bit about you. We'd love to hear what type of coaching you're doing and a little about your background.
Okay, I'm from Michigan, married. I have 2 daughters. I have a dog who is super overprotective of my life. And I've been a nurse for 10 years. I have a background in psychology as well. Back in 2005 was when my psychology journey started. Studied that until like 2010. And through psychology, I learned so much about meditation and just really not being insane anymore. Like I learned so much about that, but then I discovered meditation. And one morning in my morning meditation in 2009, I literally had an aha moment and it felt like so spiritual for me. As if God literally wrote out the word nursing and I had no clue what that meant and I was freaking out. So I was like, okay, is that something I'm supposed to do? And so I felt like, okay, there's like a spiritual nudge. I'm just going to get up and run with this. Like, I don't know. I just feel like I shouldn't say no, which was very life-changing and extremely weird. Nobody understood in my whole like extended family, current, my ex at the time, like, what are you doing? So I went to the office at the college, changed my career completely to nursing within 2 hours with the counselor. And then here I am studying nursing, and it was so competitive. Got my nursing degree back in 2014 and started practicing nursing on midnights at the bedside. And I'm like, what am I doing here? What is this? And I was freaking out, literally crying after every shift because I did not think nursing was actually being practiced that way. I just felt like it was more like way deeper. You really can help people. And like just everything around bedside nursing in the hospital was just making me feel very fulfilled with my career. So I became extremely unhealthy. I gained tons of pounds and I was very like totally not doing what psychology was teaching me. Like I wasn't even meditating, exercising, none of that. I was extremely unhealthy. I had a heart problem at the time. I was dealing with PVCs, palpitations, anxiety, prediabetes almost. My medical doctor was very concerned about me. They sent me to a cardiologist, and here I am, 2016, extremely burnt out as an RN and having no path to freedom. It was just so hopeless. And then I promised the cardiologist that I'm going to take care of my health. And I changed my midnight to day shift. I got into many nursing committees to start to love my job and actually finally feel like I belong to it somehow. I signed up for the American Nurses Association. I was on the unit council. I mean, I've done everything to help me love the career. And it helped a little bit. But then in 2018, through the American Nurses Association, one of the RNs in one of the chapters there was talking about nurses elevate the health of our nation. And so that literally struck me. I was like, but I'm not doing that at the bedside. Like, how would I do that? And so I messaged her and I said, how can I do that if I'm miserable myself? I tell a cardiology patient, like, you need to eat better, you need to exercise. And I go home and literally binge on bags of chips and candy and a whole bag of Snickers of 7.8 ounce fully in one sitting. So I felt extremely miserable. I was eating over emotions. And I'm talking to her from this super hopeless state. And she was so amazing. She's a coach. She guided me through what to do in this field, how I can actually work as a coach and practice nursing how I'd love to practice it. Like I don't have to belong to all this corporate stuff that like wasn't in alignment with what nurses truly want to do with patients and how deeply they want to help patients. So I ended up taking a leap of faith as well, and signed up for a program. 6 months. I did an amazing retreat, connected with so many coaches. It felt like life is opening up. I love that program, and I love my coaches there, but they didn't tell me how to carry out my business. how to deliver what I've learned into this miracle that we do today as coaches. And I'm going to stop right here.
I love it. Thank you so much for the breakdown. That's perfect. That sets us up for exactly where we're headed. So that's great. Okay. So we'd love to hear where you were at when we first started working together, and where did you want to go?
So yeah, that is perfect, like a perfect segue to this. So in 2018, I got my board certification and I'm like, yeah, I came back from California, like, I got this, I can't believe it. And then, hello, the mindset comes in, the doubts come through, the fear, the inner critic, and every childhood problem arrived. Like, here I am, like, how can I carry this out? All these doubts and self-defeating words I was telling myself. And so this literally took me, and I was thinking it was like a preparation period from like 2018 to like 2021. I was like, I gotta get this business thing going. And so I was going crazy trying to create my business on my own. And then I found you. I started following you along with many other coaches, but I felt in like the most alignment with your program because it literally addressed every need I wanted at that time. And knowing myself, I'm a ponderer. I will literally think on a decision for years. I'm not kidding you. Set of curtains took me 6 months to decide on what color. And that's just how I've been. And I really don't want to identify with that anymore just because of what I learned from finally doing this academy thing. And I talked to you end of 2023 and I signed up for 2024. And I just love that I have done that. It's amazing. And I forgot the other part of the question.
Yeah, like where you wanted to go, like what did you want to accomplish?
Right. So I just wanted to have like a full practice at the time of meeting with private one-on-one clients, 10 of them per week. And that was like my own thing. And so I have cried and prayed, seriously, with this thing. Like I wanted to prove myself. If I have one paid client, that's the launch of the business. That's when the business starts. Like I know I've proven to myself this is going to happen because I was super hopeless. And then there was so much hope when I got in the academy that that's going to happen. I still had doubts, and like it was incredibly amazing when I had my first client. Like it felt as joyful as like my wedding day. Like I was on,
yes,
like I was just high on that joy. I couldn't believe it. It wasn't because I got my first client, but it's because this is happening. Like
yes.
the academy did this. Yeah, I like because I was thinking on the academy for like a year or whatever. Like, is this going to help? So yeah.
I love that. I know the first client is just like is so fun, and it's just so exciting to just see that things are working and things are happening. So that's so cool. We'd love to hear about things that you've accomplished so far in the academy working together.
Oh my gosh. Well, I finally created my LLC with my business. I have a business name. I have my social media platforms way more together. And I faced the fear of public speaking. And I learned how to do that with your help and support and the help of all the coaches that are so amazing that you've hired in this amazing academy. They're just so awesome with resources and how to help you get there. Like it's not all on you. You're not doing this alone. And I have been working on a program that I will be recording for like people just to purchase as a program, as a thing that I want to really serve the world with, because it's helped me so tremendously and it's very like holistic. It combines so many different things. So that's awesome. I have I've been creating master classes. I'm working on delivering those soon, hopefully. But oh my gosh, the self-improvement, the mental health improvement, the inner growth is literally like number one for me. And I feel like that is so important. Like I always build on and prepare my mental health to propel me to the next thing, to be sure, like I've walked the walk. I've done this. I know that what I'm telling you about works because I've experienced all of this. I've been going through like hell and back, like every other week or whatever. I'm being hit by all these things and I feel like it's on purpose. I thank God for that because they're lessons and opportunities that, yeah, this is crazy and it's happening. But this is what I've learned from the books that you've suggested, from so much in the academy that we can hang on to. And I've accomplished, like, honestly, the most work in that area right now. Like, I am so strong deeply. Like, I'd be crying, but I'm like, oh yeah, but I'll get up in the morning and just kill it. Like, that's how good I feel and how strong I feel. So that's been incredibly amazing. I've created incredible friendships in this program, and with colleagues and buddies and support, it's been incredibly awesome. And I honestly can think of a lot more. That's the thing. Like, I've done so much in the last year that I'm like, I need to just focus on one thing at a time right now. You guys give us so many resources and tools. And this is one thing too. I've written so many notes. Like, I have multiple notebooks that I'm going to refer back to that will help me even do better and more in my business. So I've been focusing on, like, looking at what the resources are and actually learning. So this year has been like a lot of learning and growth for me.
I love it. I love it. That's so incredible. It's so cool to see the progress that you've made and the way that you've grown so much in your mindset, your confidence, the growth, all the learning that you've experienced. And it's true, like, we have just really amazing women inside of the academy, so much support, so many people cheering us on and supporting one another. So I'm so grateful that you are just loving it. And it's been so cool to see as you've been implementing things and learning things, how you're just putting those into place and you're just growing and getting better all the time and just having so much success and doing awesome. So it's really cool to see. We'd love to hear what your favorite part has been so far of the academy.
I know everyone says the community. I have to agree 100% with that. But, like, I have to also say, like, your leadership, Heather, has been incredibly amazing. Um, and I may get emotional. I may cry. I'm not going to stop tears. I welcome tears all the time, even with my clients. But I'm going to say, like, some of the days that I was feeling the darkest hours of my life, because sometimes things get tough. And I feel like I want to do this and I want to do more because I deal with perfectionism as well. Like, I just feel like I'm never good enough, right? And your messages, and you're like one message away on social media platforms. It's incredible. And you say, Dahlia, you're doing so amazing. And you remind me of how good I am and the accomplishments, and how, my faith is going to take me where I need to go, and to know that this is bigger than me. And, like, your encouragement and leadership has been invaluable. Like, just, you can't put a price on this. And I'm just so honored to know that, like, I literally have the best business coach out there.
Oh,
Anytime I want to connect with her. And that was the most valuable thing in the academy for me.
oh, thank you so much, Dahlia. That means so much to me. Thank you so much for your kind words. And I'm so grateful that the leadership has helped you so much, and encouragement, the support. Thank you so much. That's awesome. And we'd love to hear how you feel now compared to before you started in the academy.
Oh my gosh. I mentioned that I was super hopeless at the time. And right now, I have so much hope that my business is going to explode, like, even more into, like, more success. And I just know I'm on the right path to do that. I have so much hope. And I know that it makes me so excited in my heart. Like, I'm learning so much. I'm getting into more resources. I am opening up, you know, into more opportunities in the future. And, like, the growth is just going to be incredible year after year. So it just helped me feel like, okay, that's where I was, and it's only going to get better from here on out. I'm only going to learn more, and I'm going to go only do better. And I know I still have your support forever. Like, I can connect with all of you guys forever. So that's awesome too.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. I love that you're so full of hope and you have so much faith and you're just excited for the future. There's so much more that we can do and ways we can always grow and even have more success. So, and it's so true. That's the cool thing with entrepreneurship is we can always improve and get better. And there's so many awesome things that we can dive into. So I love that. And we'd love to hear what you're most proud of yourself for what you've accomplished.
I think I did say, like, facing the fear, even though I was, like, deathly afraid. Like, getting out there and talking was like, when I first signed up, I was like, I'm not going to do this. But then and I learned also, like, I'm not going to do this on my own. I'm seeing so much encouragement there. I'm seeing everyone else going through this. So the community part and leaning into the community versus isolating and saying, I'm not going to ever be able to do this, and just facing that fear and doing it anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. So cool to see how you've gotten out of your comfort zone. And, this is something that we see time and time again with everyone in the academy, because this stuff's not easy. It's scary. And so it's just really cool to have the support and know that we're not alone, and other people in the academy are doing it too. And it just lifts us. And it's just such an incredible community to be a part of. And we'd love to hear, what do you love most about online coaching?
Um, hmm. Well, definitely the freedom of working from home and being there for your family. Like, one of the amazing things, just recently, we had a family emergency, and I just contacted my clients, and they were completely gracious about, oh, totally amazing and fine, no worries. Um, I got you. Like, they're just so supportive back to you.
Yeah.
And it's nothing like how it was at the hospital. You don't even have time for a break a lot of times, let alone trying to take time or enough time for family matters. And so that's been amazing, just to be able to be more free with time and family, quality time and things like that. And also, like, scheduling how, when you're available versus, like, we're scheduled out 3 months in advance. And if anything changes, you're stuck and you have to
Yep.
find coverage. Like, it just doesn't work that way. There's just so much more freedom. And I'm saying more, but like for me, like really practicing on my own time with clients. Nobody's telling me or calling me for the next thing and yelling at me about getting somewhere else when I'm having this incredibly life-changing conversation with somebody. Like, that freedom too. So it's really different types of freedoms in this.
Yeah, absolutely. The freedom is huge. The flexibility. I love that. Everything that you said. We'd love to hear more about your coaching and your program. Can you tell us about your services?
Yeah. So when I said back in 2016, I was really super unhealthy, toxic relationship with food, other, addictive substances, addictive processes and actions and things like that. Um, and I couldn't do like one thing to help me. It had to be like the whole picture and the whole holistic care for myself. So I had to drop certain addictive foods and behaviors, and that alone wasn't working. I had to also work on stress relief. I had to work on um, making my meditation more solid. I had to work on better sleep. I had to work on everything in a holistic way. And when I started to do that and I started to really invest in myself, I started to feel like my purpose was showing up all of a sudden. Like, oh, this is what I really was meant to do, not be miserable in the illness and in my addictive behaviors and literally stuffing my face and binging my life away. I was able to drop the weight, and I'm like, this is so doable. I used to feel for a minute like in 2016 hopeless. Like, I have to be on blood pressure medications, diabetic medications, and there's no hope. These doctors are not helping me. I'm freaking out. I don't want medications, but it is so doable. So I help people have hope. Like, yes, you can do all of those things yourself. Sugar is one of the most toxic substances. All my clients know I advocate for no sugar. I respect them and accept them and love them to death anyway, if they eat it or not. But I totally show them research and everything about why sugar is horrible for their health and other things that they may be dealing with because of emotional problems, because of childhood issues and pains they're still dealing with. So my coaching meets the person where they're at. I'm not going to go tell them what they need to do right away because, for example, one of my clients wanted to lose weight, but then we talk and she has other addictions surfacing. Like, you can't do well with the food if you're drinking, and if you are smoking, these things you can't. So we had to work on one addiction, one toxic behavior at a time. And then it is just incredibly amazing to see people transform in that kind of way, because you're really helping them find freedom and joy by dealing with those emotions and holding on to God's help and faith and all that he is as a powerful almighty God that can help them and take them out of that. Because for me, this is how I found everything. I was praying for ways to get healthier, and he literally got found and showed me, this is the program you need to get into. Just like changing to nursing, like it was like aha moments. Oh, I got to do this and I need to do this. So I help people get healthier, a lot more intimate with God, to get healthier for his service, to serve their families better, their communities, and their purpose. Like, it is so doable and it's so freeing. It is so much more life fulfillment by literally dropping the victim mentality and all of the lies from the enemy, like you're not good for anything. I show them that I believe in them. They are incredible, and especially women are driven to really change the world, and they can totally do that. And I tell them, you're amazing. I believe in them, and I guide them through the processes of figuring out what's stopping them from actually fulfilling their purpose in life, and to how to become healthier and feel better in their skin as well. And just to be more clear-minded in whatever it is that they need to reach and reach their dreams.
That is incredible. So powerful, so transformative. I mean, this work is absolutely life-changing, and it's just incredible. Such an honor that we get to do this as coaches. So I'm so proud of you, Dahlia, for all of your success and everything that you're doing. Like, you have a huge part of my heart. It's been so incredible to watch you grow. You're just amazing at everything that you do, and the work that you do is so powerful and so needed. So thank you so much for all that you do, for being here today. We'd also love to hear more about where you see yourself and your business going from here. Like, what is your vision for the future?
Talk about vision. I've had a vision of literally delivering speeches to like big multitudes. And I mean, I'm just sharing with you and being like transparent about this. I don't know how that's going to happen, but I know maybe a TED Talk, maybe, I don't know, but definitely working on like doing group coaching as well in the future. I want to do like community education, to come out and say, like, you guys can do this. It is so doable with eating healthier, watching your cortisol and like stress levels. You can literally change chronic health conditions and feel incredibly amazing. Just you doing one thing at a time. You need help. You need accountability. I'm here to do that with you. And definitely like working on the, like I said, master classes and, my course and everything that I'm working on right now.
I love it. So much fun. So many fun things coming in the future for you. This is awesome. And where can people stay in touch with you? Where can they reach out to you and find you?
Well, I have my business website. It's livingwaterscoaching.com. I have my email at dahlia@livingwaterscoaching.com. I'm on Facebook as Dahlia Thornton. I have a Facebook group on there. If you go to my website, on the bottom, you can connect into my Facebook free community as well. I'm on Instagram at dahlia.thornton. What else? You can always DM me on Facebook and Instagram. And there is a way on my website, like if you want to drop a line or say anything to me, it goes right into my business email.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for being here today, Dahlia. We loved hearing your story and all about you. So cool how you have really stepped into your faith, and you have so much hope now for the future. And it's just so cool to see how your confidence has grown so much, and you've had such an awesome transformation, and you're helping your clients do the same. So thank you so much for everything. I'm so proud of you, and thank you for being here.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me and for this amazing opportunity to share my story.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. All right. Well, thank you so much. Take care.
Thanks. You too.
Bye.